tell you a story about me and you. Out on the water, surrounded by the blue. They scream that only I'll be saved. They tossed off the line, but I just let it float away. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. Tell you a story about you and me. Stuck on the water, the waves are getting deep. They scream that only I can breathe. They toss out the mask, but it's a little out of reach. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. There isn't any more to say. If you're not with me, I'd rather not be saved. There's no decision to be made. If you're not with me, I'll just let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. 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 I'll let it float
All right, time to start up stream today. Water. Yeah, it seems like it, and I might as well just get started right away. Grinding, and then next stream would be finishing it up with the Pokemon League. I know you're probably in 2 or more. God damn it. I don't know why it's doing that. Its sensitivity is so fucked. Like, actually really annoyed about that. I feel like I have to be so much louder than I usually am to make it function. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I have a noise gate and a sound suppression. I just turned the noise gate down a little bit. Hopefully it won't pick up Kai on the other side of the room. It shouldn't, because she's so much farther, but I don't know. Ah, right, bumper. Okay. Well, she's not talking a lot right now, but I don't know, maybe the microphone just got an update or something and now it's not as sensitive as it used to be or something. I don't know. Couldn't begin to tell you. Oh, but I only have noise suppression on the Quadcast, although it could be different based on model or settings. Yeah, I have a XLR microphone set up right now. I will probably getting the HyperX Quadcast thing or something like that, whatever Kai has, because I kind of like it. The microphone doesn't have to be very close to pick up. Meanwhile, I'm almost got this one in my mouth. It'd be annoying because it could possibly pick up Kai from a distance, but I don't know. Not exactly projecting my voice. Plus, we're not usually streaming at the same time anyway. But that's something I'd have to save up a while for. I actually went and bought myself a GameCube controller setup for the Switch because, ow. Because I had some extra spending money on my credit card for like cashback reward, and I was going to pick up a longer HDMI cable so I could have my PlayStation, which is off to my right now, and my PC is all the way to my left, and I didn't have any HDMI cable long enough to reach, so I didn't see how much experience I got for that. Am I getting anything? I'm not really getting anything for that, am I? Let's go up and see what Victory Road experience is like. Bidoof is metaphorically a god. Arceus is literally a god. Bidoof still wins. Can I not? It says that there's a path. Let's see. Well, this is where I'm trying to get anyway. But it doesn't even say much experience, it just says your Pokemon gained XP. What says that? Because this game says it. I just didn't go to look. And yeah, I think I'm just being a bit quieter than usual, so maybe that's all it is. Oh, well, if you're looking for a specific point, go to when I beat the Beaverl, because I didn't look to see how much I got. Because like right here, it shows I got 1080 experience for beating that. And then the others got experience. I just wasn't looking at the number, because I'm talking and doing more than one thing at once again. I'm actually wondering if my younger brother actually got around to following me or something like that, because there's one particular follow that happened 21 hours ago, and it lines up with our last name and his first name, so it makes me wonder if it's him. I'll probably get everyone to level 60, and then we'll start calling it Pokemon League time. The follower is spelled coffee like COFFE 1JC. And I'm wondering if that's him. I haven't asked him or anything yet, but I told him about it a while ago, so he might be following me now or something. If it is him, I imagine he would probably pop in chat if he did, like, pop up. But it was a day I wasn't streaming, so may not have been streaming, and he may have just been like, oh, hey, look, it's him, and then just got it. If Kylie is also followed by him, then that might, well, then that might be him, because I gave him both of ours. Yeah, I've been getting a want to, like, start playing Valorant again for some reason. I genuinely like the game. It can be stressful, but it's such a high skill game that when you do well, you feel great when you do well. Return to masochism? More like the other way around. Return to sadism, because when I do well, I do well. And I don't let up on people. I'm a bit of an ass when I play games. I don't like getting beat, and I love when a game is like a bit back and forth. But when I'm versing someone who I know isn't terrible, and I'm doing better and I'm winning because I'm doing better, and it's not just like they're just that bad, it's just I'm doing better, I get such a high off of that, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing really, 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 really good. I want to keep going. Ba-da-ba-da. Just grinding, just grinding. You can hear me fine now, right? I'm assuming you can because you haven't said anything. I'm assuming you can hear me just fine now, that there's not been any issues since I made that adjustment to the noise gate. Yeah, sounds better for sure. Good. Because I don't know what changed. I don't know if I just got really quiet suddenly or something like that, but yeah, I was just annoyed that for some reason I'm starting to cut out from the same settings that I've always had. Ooh. Ouch. Falcon Punch. Oy. Yeah. I'll be seeing a lot of that because I'm trying to get them all up pretty far. Actually, thinking about it, I've got like 3 hours of this, so I might actually be able to beat the Pokemon League today. And you're right, it is a natural part of the Pokemon game. Oh, it has sturdy. Haha. A little more low energy today because work, I won't say exhausted me, but I worked on ovens, and ovens is like 90 plus degrees at all times, and it was super busy when I got in. So the very first thing I did was start running. Low energy is good, it's a nice vibe. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for today. That's why I'm glad I'm playing Pokemon right now. Which, thinking about it, Overwatch 2 comes out next month, and Scarlet and Violet come out the month after. Oh my god. I will say that I'm probably going to have a lot of streams based on Scarlet and Violet, just because I'm going to play the shite out of that game. Same. This one I think it was saying about using this YouTube support actually started voting on posts. Yeah, I did see something about that. I didn't look super hard into it because it was a really, really long post, but I got the gist of it, but I didn't know that it was reducing visibility. Now, supporter tags, are you talking about like VTube supporting tags, or like the VTuber EN and stuff like that? Because if it's just the ones that are VTuber supporter, I don't use those normally. I'm already downloading and pretty much. Oh, it's alt tab. Oh, fuck. That's annoying. But you're already downloading and installing the new Pokemon Snap. Good. Good game. When they get overused, it makes sense that Twitter AI will start classifying them as spam. Oh. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, it's a good thing I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what would be good. I try not to overuse the tags. And I only use them when I'm going live or when I'm talking about something VTuber specifically. Because you see, I don't always throw tags on everything, every little thing. But I guess it is getting kind of flooded with VTubers and everything right now. Because I see a lot of them nowadays. Not that that's bad. But that just means I might have to figure out a new way of getting visibility or something. I mean, I got past 250. Last I looked, it was 255. And I'm like, yes, I'm on the up climb. Because if I have enough people following me, the tags may not be as relevant. A long DM combo with Remedy about the almost disturbing increase of supporters. Ooh. Yeah, I can kind of see what you're talking about. Because there's always going to be clout chasers. And people are using the supporter role as a way to chase clout. I mean, there's some that actually do. And that there was a disagreement I had with Mom. You mean Mortem Mummy? The thing of that combo. Oh, where there's just too many and people are using it to chase. Yeah. No, I can agree to that. Now, obviously, not all of them are like that, and some of them are content creators and supporters. Moai of Knowledge, Mummy, Mortem Mummy, Mama Remedy herself. Like, they all do their own thing, too. They just help with their own time, which is nice. But when people claim to be a supporter and they use that just for people to look at them, it causes a problem. Because then it's like you're not actually supporting, you're just using it as a front. Well, with Mortem, it was more to do with how much power they have in the community, whereas people might end up getting too reliant on them, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's why I'm not, like, trying to hunt for every single one, and I've got, like, a select few. As a matter of fact, one of them, I think, stopped being a supporter, so I should probably take him off the tag. Yeah, I probably should do that. Tag list. Oh, he's not on there. Oh, never mind. Never mind. He's not on there. No worries. Yeah, I'm not trying to create... And now, mind you, I'm not trying to create a community fast. I got a ton of people really, really quick when I was actually, like, being super interactive with everything and stuff like that. It slowed down, but that's from the lack of, like, me going out of my way to hunt for things to be a part of or to start commenting on everything I'm doing. And I'm cool with that. I don't really mind. I just had some spicy soup, and I may regret that later. Yeah, I'm much quieter right now that I'm thinking about it. I'm talking at more of a undertone rather than my projecting to talk to someone tone. Kind of like the talk to myself volume. Maybe that's why it was being so hard to pick up. Bonk. I have 4 streams open and the other 3 are muted right now. I think if you mute them, it takes away your viewer counting on them, by the way. I think there was something about that where, like, if they muted, it didn't count or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Or at least the streamer won't see it or something. I don't know. But even if, oh, just the tab, not the actual browser window. Oh. Oh, that's a good point. That might actually not recognize that. I've tested this one. Okay. Okay. Nice. Also, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but I wasn't expecting to hear as much British as I did when I was talking to you. Not bad at all. I just wasn't ready for it. Like, I came in and I was like, yeah, this will be easy and whatnot. And then I hear you and I'm like, oh, whoa, that's a strong accent. I wasn't ready for that. Well, the volume you're at right doesn't pick up, so that's good. Drill peck. Surprising even to me because my family are super common. Neat. Did I just hear Kai say she's making brownies? Did you just say you're gonna make brownies? I'm over here confused, thinking like, wait, what?
I'm in danger!
Hello, everyone from Kai's stream. I knew you were coming because I could hear her say it. How is everyone today? It's kind of grinding out Pokemon right now, if anyone's new to this. Mindful with the snakes. I do like that emote a lot. It's so silly. Vinny, someone say brownies. Yeah, did I hear you say you're making brownies? Did I hear you say that? Okay, yay, brownies night. And I went and just bought some chocolate ice cream earlier too, so I get brownies and chocolate ice cream. Yeah. Vinny, thanks for the follow. How you doing, my friend? I'm doing alright. A little worn out from work. Not like tired, but worn out because of bleh. What I was telling Shizu earlier was I went into work, I got put on ovens, and the very first thing I started to do was run. That was the very first thing I started to do. And working on the, like, at least 90 degree area, and then coming back and forth and running and stuff like that would obviously tire you out and make you sweat a ton. So, just kind of, oh, explosion. I guess it's Megumin. Oh, he missed. Ha! Explosion, dead. I'm gonna do brownies after such a dark game. That probably sounds like a good idea. I didn't because I didn't have time, but thankfully it was a day I got to talk to the manager where it was just like one of those, I don't want to say performance reviews or anything like that, but it was a, oh, I forget what it's called, but he asked me my opinion on things and stuff like that, and I do have good thoughts for those type of things, so I like when managers take the time to do those. So, but right after that, I went and got a big cup of water and just went and just drank the whole thing. It's that I can't have because I'm on the wrong continent. Haha, Shizu. I get brownies and you don't. Britishness. I wasn't ready. Like, I knew you were British. I knew you would have a accent and stuff like that. And I even watched Tofu, and she's from the UK as well, so I've heard the accent, obviously. But I wasn't ready for how much was behind yours. Although it was actually kind of nice helping you out with that, I'll say that. I had a bit of fun helping you figure out all those things. Kind of helped me go back through and relearn the stuff again so I keep it in my brain. It's a bit British, isn't it? Good. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they have brownies. I think it's cookies that they call differently. I think they call them... correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you call them biscuits instead. Or something like that. I know there are different terms for some of the more common things. Biscuits for us are what you call cookies, and chips are fries for us to you kind of thing as well. I remember those at least. It might be both, honestly, Vinny. It might be both because...
Time to make brownies, and you can't have any stinky snake.
You want to bet? You want to bet? What do Americans call biscuits? Well, it's weird because Americans created a couple different names for things and things like that, and I think biscuits for us are essentially small bread rolls, but they fall under a different, it's going to sound weird, density term for a lot of stuff that in the same sort of branch as cookies. Yeah, because like when you make biscuits, it's kind of made the same way. It's just cookies have sugar in it, where biscuits, when I hear biscuit, I think of a thick, flaky roll. Yeah, yeah. Which cookies kind of fit into that, but they're a little more well done. Huh? They're a little more well done. That's what I was saying. Oh, now she's wondering if she's going to make cookies instead of brownies. You could do either or. Cookies, then? Ah, she wants to make cookies from scratch. Cool. I'm getting chocolate chip cookies tonight. Yum. Mindful. Both. Both is good, but I don't think they use the same temperature. Oh, don't use those. Or wait, actually, it's a little bit off because I did take some of it, but there should still be enough there if you want to try using. Okay, that works too. It's are called scones in the UK. Oh, interesting. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna be asking any questions about baking. Just what you call them, just the names. Yeah, it's interesting hearing like the different cultural type things like that. Because what you call one thing, somebody might call another, but it's the same type of thing.
Bring ding 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 bring ding 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 bim bim bim.
Why? Mindful, why? Mindful found the text-to-speech now, and the very first thing he says is, bring ding 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 ding, bring ding ding ding, bim bim.
Oh, Crispy Prawn.
Ah! You put that together, but I couldn't because of the text-to-speech. But you got a point, you got a point.
Crispy Prawn.
Let's go Crazy Frog. And they call zucchini... courgettes? Courgettes. I don't know. Courgettes. Courgettes. Well, it's spelled kind of like croquette. Like a croquet. But it might be like croquet, or I don't even know. It's weird. For real, how many Shizus are there in this community? I don't know.
I like
But that's why I try to go for... That's why my name is the way it is because I'm going... Mindful. Shizu is asking how many Shizus are in this community. Mindful. 91. Just immediately says it. And you know what would be the funniest thing in the world is if he's right. At least, Vinny says. Poke is not leveled up again. I gotta go to the Pokemon Center then because... Yeah, don't use that one, please. Because I want to use that to make pretzel rolls once it gets to winter. Possibly, but the gluten content's different. Unless unless Shizu killed the first 90 Highlander style. What? Oh, in that bag? Yeah, that's the stew meat. I'll probably try making that like sometime this weekend or something like that. Because I have to prep everything, so I'd have to wake up or do it the day before. Or have a day off. Yeah, Dwayne, they said something along the thank you for the sub shoes, and I was like, I heard my name, but again, it was someone else. Yeah, I liked way I chose my name because it helps differentiate, but at the same time still have a couple things that are easy to like say / understand. Because I chose the word matte, which is an art term for like a non-glossy paint and stuff like that. I chose that term because it's spelled like latte, but it's said differently, kind of like a name. So it just looks right. Because I know a lot of people say mate latte with it because it's like, oh, that's how it's spelled. Like, I know it's spelled that way. Makes my head spin. It's funny because the more X's or numbers you see in a name, the more you know there's a lot of people with that name. Because now that I'm starting to use like latte as my I say avatar name, but now that I actually start using like that as my alias online, latte's not taking a lot. Get a good handle. Yeah, because like on PlayStation, when I got to do the name change, thank God, I switched it to what was it? I switched it to Latte Sama. Hyphen. There's a hyphen in there for it, but like. And then it's Latte San on my Riot, so that way I can be that, and it's just like, oh, well, that makes things easy. that I can just choose that name and it doesn't get taken right away. So it'll usually be some variation of that. If it's not Latte-san, it's usually Latte-sama, and if it's not Sama, then I gotta find a third one for it. If Latte is just not taken. I'll probably try Latte first, and then go from there. Oh, that reminds me too. I was just thinking about like the cookies and stuff like that I'm gonna eat after I finish my stream, and I'm like, oh right, today is a day where a stream I like to watch called Critical Role that has Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, Sam Riegel, Marisha Ray, Ashley Johnson, and Taliesin Jaffe. All of them, these voice actors who do animes and games and stuff like that, play D&D together. You may have already heard of it. I may have said all that for nothing. But tonight, they have an episode, and I just caught up yesterday, and it ended on such a cliffhanger, and I'm so upset. I'm like, no, Matt, don't do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Come on, I need to know what happens. And because of where he ended it, I might be up till 2 a.m. tonight, and I'm a little upset. Because they usually go for like... Oh, it's really, really, really good. I have gone through all 3 campaigns up to now. Now, I've rewatched the first campaign twice because there was a point where I stopped watching. I got like 20 episodes behind, and then I was just like, screw it. I'll just start from the beginning. I got time and I need something to listen to. So I started to do that. And then campaign 2, I've listened through it 1.5 times, I'll say, because I started to listen back through it, but I didn't get all the way to the end, but I've listened to it to the end at least once. Oh, I shouldn't have chose that one. Flipperot, how are you? I'm doing good. Just kind of grinding Pokemon and just chatting today because work kind of beat my ass a little bit. Got a few of my regulars here, and I got Vinny here, who's new from Kai. So I'm glad to have people showing up. Huh? From who? Oh, son of a... I know. I'm just laughing because I'm like, well, you're ahead again. Kai just told me, Vinny, that you gifted 6 subs, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of subs. Vinny, who I accidentally blocked. Wait, what? How? How did you block him? Apparently Shizu accidentally blocked Vinny.
Nice.
Not sure how he did it, but apparently he did. I don't know. It's the Jake when he was silently screaming. You know, I never actually watched Adventure Time through and through. Now that I think about it. And I didn't even know. Shizu went on a, I want to say a raid to go ban a bunch of people, and apparently Vinny was in the crossfire or something. I love that emote. But yeah, like, I was just talking about how I never actually got all the way through Adventure Time, but I know of it, and I actually really like some of the early ones because there were so many D&D jokes that was so funny. But a half hour going through the account, and there wasn't even anything I might have banned them from. It goes from being an apologetic to traitor. But yeah, I think the one thing that made me like Adventure Time the most was one of the early episodes where the two of them are fighting something at the beginning of the episode, I think. I don't even remember what it was called. But I remember Finn saying, I'm trying to beat it, but I can't find its magical gem weak spot. It turns around and there's just this big ruby on the back of it. And they just go, oh, there it is, and then proceed to kill it. And I'm just like, yeah, he failed his perception check, didn't he? Because I'm such a D&D nerd, I just saw that, and that's the very first thing my brain thought of. My top 3 fave cartoons. Oh, man. Topic of favorite things. That's such a hard topic for me, because it's like, I could easily say so many games are amazing. Not games, shows are amazing, but like asking me to pick one, I'm just like, oh, I don't even know. On the back of his neck. Turns around, it's just there. Oh, there it is. This controller is actually a useful guy because I can use it for Pokemon too. Can never watch Adventure Time, way too long. I've rewatched so many parts of One Piece, so I have no right to say it's too long. I could easily rewatch it again. For anyone who knows the arcs, I've watched up to Skypiea like 4 times. I watched through Skypiea twice. And then I went and got all the way caught up to the end of Dressrosa arc. And then right there, when they were making the new episodes, I fell out because I didn't have the means to be able to watch new ones. And... What? Hey, Vinny subscribed to me. Thank you. I just hear the Zelda music. I love that as a subscribe sound. It just makes me go, what? What? Oh, that sucks. It's spreading really bad, or... Oh, well, give me 1 second, guys. Anything you're... Oh. Hi, Jaded. Just saying hi, you can only lurk for now. That's fine. I'm trying to ramble more today. I got a lot of people I can actually talk to today. And, I'm watching One Piece on episode 446. Oh, so you're only about halfway. A little under halfway, actually. That's how stupid long the thing is. And it's so good through just all of it. Should probably not use that. I should probably just use Empoleon, because there's a lot of rock and stuff. But yeah, what am I going to talk about next? Oh, this controller I got. I got this specifically because some of you probably follow Big BVT, and he's pretty chill, and I've been wanting to do a lot of, after he did a community night of Smash Brothers, I've been wanting to play it again, because they actually do 1v1s and not 4-man free-for-alls like my other friend group does, and there's nothing wrong with that, but when it's all you do, it gets tiring, because then it turns into who camps the best, or whatever, and it just gets annoying. But when it's 1v1, it's actually like that. Like, I didn't win a single match. We did 20-something matches, I think, and I didn't win a single one. Oh, so look at that most One Piece 4. I only watched One Piece 4. I will say, if you can't watch all of One Piece in one go, which would be very hard, do it in the arcs. Like, take time, sit down, watch one arc, take a small break, watch the next arc. Is this who I think it is, Shizu? I'm not gonna say the name. I'll let you say it if you want, but is this who I think it is? Okay. Something Shizu said, that's all, and it made me go, huh. Yeah. It made, I was wondering if that's what he was talking about, and it is. It's just funny. Because this is what it was, okay? This is what I read. Shizu said, I once told a girl the most romantic thing I could offer is that I'd watch One Piece for her. And he says, he says, I still haven't started, and then, well, I'm kind of hoping she'll hop into my private Discord and be the one to sit me down. And I'm just like, oh. I mean, if she does, that's awesome. And you have no right to call him a weeb. We are weebs.
Love it.
I'll talk about public. I mean, you don't have to. And again, the only reason I know is because we talk so much. You tell me and Kai things, and we just kind of go, oh, okay. Forget bite. We want crunch. Shizu says the act of being a VTuber makes us weebs.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Weeb 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 weeb.
I'm glad you're making use of the text-to-speech mindful. I actually put that on there, and I'm even thinking about maybe lowering it to like 250 or something. I really shouldn't worry about making things higher counts until I have a lot of people, and it might become an issue, but why did I open that?
Weeb 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 weeb.
Weeb, 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 weeb. This is good use of points.
Weebsnick.
Weepsnick. What? It's funny, Shizu sent one and it's just Weebsnick. I point at Mindful. Oh. Alright, give me one sec. Shizu just giving everyone the VIPs. He's here every single stream. I don't think he's missed a stream. No, I know. Mindful just asked, how the hell do you actually get so many points so fast? I was barely at 6K. And I'm like, because I think he's here every single stream. Like, there's never a stream he misses. Two streams this month. He's in like 6 streams at once usually. That too. That is very true too. Like even if he's not particularly active in mine or something like that, I assume he's probably there. Ooh, that is a big delay. No, you're fine. Oh. Do I keep Drain Punch or do I take High Jump Kick? Out here with the job and a one-stream mobile device. Oh, death, taxes, and Shizu being in about a dozen streams at once. I'm just gonna keep Drain Punch for now. Yeah, but It's funny because now that I got this controller and I was playing Smash with Big B and everything, I've actually been relearning some characters and learning some new ones as well, trying to be better about it.
Thank you very much, Shizu. You are very dope and rad and cool and righteous as all get out. Mattel 7 Sync Mattel 7 Happy Mattel 7 Sync.
Mattel. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. I like the way it says that. Mattel 7. Huh. Boing. I think any one time Shizu and Mindful are in 90% of all Twitch streams. Well, it's funny because I feel like anytime I go into the people that I've kind of like brought into with them and whatnot, I feel like I'm just immediately gonna hear and see them. The Visay guys are a full piece stream. You can bet I'll be there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Normally you're in those ones at least somewhere, and usually if I wait long enough, I'll see a pop up. Mail, I'll join the master race soon enough. Part of why I was asking about headphones, in fact. Oh, that's good. It's so funny because after like doing the streaming and stuff and everything like that and finding a couple of the hiccups and things, it makes me want to build a secondary PC for the sole purpose of running the stream. And that is it. I have this beastly computer I have right now, and I could run that and have that play all the games at like max capacity and not even flinch. But I can't do that and stream at the same time because it takes up so much processing power. But if I were to split the task between two PCs with the two monitors I have, then I would be able to just play a game at max settings and stream just fine. I wouldn't be going cut rate, but I would definitely be going more budget orientated with that one. I don't think Scrubby here, so I'll take his chances. Show my recommendation a little bit more. Oh! Oh. Pufferfish redeem. Oh. You eating that sugar butter? Maybe. She's shaking her head no. Yes, I did. That is a good stream. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I don't need a lot of people to stream. I just need a few people who are willing to interact with me. That's all I want. I love it when people interact because it helps me be me more. I'm so quiet most of the time, but now that I have like a chat and I'm talking to people. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did watch you eat the sugar butter. That is a very American sentence too, isn't it? I'm thinking about it, Kai. Why? Nah, fake news. But that is something that sounds like incredibly American to me, is like, eat the sugar butter. What? Why, guys? I don't think I had...
Boob. Titties.
Thinking about it, I don't think I ever had Shizu and Mindful in the same chat when I was talking about how I've asked the two of you if I was say so or not, and how both of you had differing opinions. One said yes and one said no, and I think Mindful was the one who said no, and Shizu said yes. But I also think that's a perspective thing. Vinny over here just like, what?
LLLLLLLL.
Testing it out there. Yeah, it's a big delay, Kai. Well, you're more say-so than me, although that doesn't take a lot of effort. Fair enough. And I kind of fit somewhere in between, because I don't like to censor myself. Oh no, I finally ran out of channel points. Borderline, but leaning towards unsay-so, given topics and words like these. Yeah, I... Tries to make a point. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't mind the conversations, but I don't necessarily go out of my way to start them either. Which is exactly where I want to be too. Like, that's exactly what I want. If people don't bring up topics and stuff like that, then I don't need to broach those topics. But if people start being degens and stupid and stuff like that, I'm gonna go right along with it. I don't care. Especially if somebody else is already doing it, because it's like, why should I care? No. Good job, Kai. Kind of need egg to make cookies. I did, didn't I? I did forget the egg last time, didn't I? Can you make me a facepalm emoji? I'm gonna need that with these two. Depending Kaiko's shit. Most non-say-so clip. I felt so bad. Yeah, it kind of depends on the person. Like, as long as it's in good fun and not too often, I think those type of things are fine. I think those things are perfectly fine. But if you're constantly doing it, and it's every single time you come into stream, it's going to get old quick with me.
Coffee snick.
Coffee snick. Plus, I don't really mind jokes getting made about me and stuff like that, because you have to be able to take a joke to be a good comedian. Because if you can't take a joke, then don't make jokes. I get mindful of the choice of things to put on my sound alerts thing, because I thought it was sensible. No, the first thing you suggested was nut.
Wait, we did not.
No, Shizu said, since Mindful was his very first sub, which was subbed while I was there helping him, he gave him a choice to like choose some sound alerts, and apparently the very first thing Mindful chose was nut. The timing of that was perfect. Oh wait, Kai, you're a moderator, do you have unlimited points? Okay. I wasn't sure because I was like, wait, I know I have unlimited points. Does she get unlimited points because I made her a mod? I couldn't remember. I mean, technically I could throw as many points at you as I want. I just have to do a command to do it. I mean, I'm not opposed to giving you like a couple thousand sometimes. Other people have to earn them. She's a mod and she's my significant other. Kind of gets a pass. Mods do not get unlimited points. but the channel owners do, and they can divvy them how they so choose.
Nut.
Oh, hey, villain. When did you sneak in here? Just now? Okay. Remember there being a command for that. Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but it's good for in case somebody like does a poll or something like that and something goes wrong, you can refund the points and stuff like that. Because like one of the people I like watching is called Joel's TV, I think, or something like that. And what it is he's a Valorant player. He kind of makes me want to but start playing Valorant again, because he's a top level player, and like I know that, but one sec, go sneeze. Oh my god. Okay. Actually want to get rid of Aqua Ring. Thank you. Sorry. I usually mute myself, but I haven't been doing it lately, and I don't know why. No. My stream, not yours. Hush. If that happens and becomes a problem, I will start banning them. I am not afraid of the ban hammer. I will use it as needed. I know. I know. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh, the point redeems. That's what. Oh, hydrate? Okay.
Ban me harder, Daddy-O Prince 1704 sleeps.
Don't tempt me, Mindful. Don't tempt me. Chizu, let up just a little bit. Unless you think, or unless they're showing actual malicious intent behind it, some people are just dense. Like, some people are literally just stupid dense. Mate give it the TTS, and Mate taketh away. No, I won't take it away. I like the TTS too much, and that actually took a bit to set up, so I actually don't mind. Huh? What? The TTS? Oh yeah, no, I think it's amazing. I wanted that. Like, that's what I wanted. But it's just that it took a second to figure out because, yeah. Just don't eat all the cookie dough. Make sure there are cookies. Oh my god, I hate to say it, but unfortunately Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just... I was just thinking about this because I was thinking about how we talked about trying to do a collab together with Yu-Gi-Oh! Shizu. Is cookie dough too? Oh, she's making cookies rather than brownies. She changed her mind. But, I tried to get into the Master Duel again, and like, I went and played a casual game, and you don't get anything for doing it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at Komoney here screwing it up. Do you want to get anything? You have to play ranked. You can't even play for fun to grind. You have to play ranked. You have to be a part of the stupid meta that doesn't change and gets super freaking stale, and you can't play what you want. You got to play what they give you. Yeah, it's bad. Unfortunately, Konami's like super behind every other card game out there, and they just made it recently. Yeah, there's... bad day on ladder, so bring their tier 0 nonsense in unranked. Well, at least in unranked, you can actually find people who don't play tier 0 and only tier 0. Or, let me change that. When you go in there, you're not guaranteed to fight them. You're not going into, like, the higher rank, and then it's like, if you're not playing those decks, you just don't get anywhere. You can actually see other things. But I do feel like that there should at least be some reward for playing in casual, too, because some people are not competitive players. Flunder, Drytron, Eldritch, and Wince. Let's just go back to ladder. Oh, what was the first thing I fought when I went in? I only played the one game, but I played my Salamangreats against... Oh, I can't even remember what the deck was. I got cookie dough. Solo missions. I'm trying to think what the other thing was. Oh, one thing I wanted to say. Next week I might actually be able to start doing the Thursday throwbacks because I got my tool to be able to open up the Nintendo 64 to try to clean it out a bit. I'm thinking the issue with the 64 might be the sticky reset button. And I'm hoping that's all it is. Oh yeah, no, Komani just doesn't care, unfortunately. Like, if they gave a crap about their casual and collectors, they would actually, like, do well and make more money. But they're too busy trying to get the easy dollar rather than the progressive, like, more money type thing. I have successfully, not converted, but convinced a couple of my friends to start playing Magic in Commander. Convert to Magic, convert to Magic, convert. But I've liked Magic for a while, just nobody ever played it. And when... Oh, what was it? When, like, Commander got brought up and stuff like that, I was, like, wanting to play that with them because Commander's fun. Commander's fun. Like, you can have BS and stuff like that, but you can have bad decks and still win, is what I like about Magic the most. Like, unless it's like a top tier meta deck at all times type of thing, but if you go up against just a deck, you can win. And even against top tier decks, you still can win. Unless there's only one way to beat it, because there's... When I was playing for a bit, there was one time where, when I was playing, a Infect deck was popular, and it was a Death Touch Infect, and I'm just like, that's stupid. Not spoil my honor, not a very high tier rogue player, known for a fact that the community outnumbers competitive and 9-1 at all times. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Me, the rogue I play is Salamangreat, which has always been somewhat good. Not top tier in a long time, but they keep giving us back resources. And they might be giving us another Gazelle back. And if that happens, I'm going to be happy. Because consistency. I still have my Blightsteel and Darksteel Colossi, as well as my Soul Rings from when I played Eldrazi. Ew. The only thing I ever sold is my Lotus. Wait. Your Lotus? Did you have a Black Lotus? Holy shit. Okay, I didn't even know that. Wow. How much did you make off of it? And I sold it to pay off my college debts. I don't doubt that one bit. How much did you sell it for? I'm actually curious. At the
sold it for 5K. Oh my god. Okay, Mindful, quick backstory. The Black Lotus card is a card from the alpha of the game. The alpha. And it is... Oh, you know of it. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if you knew or not, but oh my god. 5K. It must have been in a really good condition then. Oh, he doesn't have that money anymore, Kai. He used it to pay off his college.
I'm kidding.
I know.
That's good though.
That's like winning a lottery ticket. It was in pretty good condition, to be fair. Yeah. That kind of stuff fascinates me. I only bought it because I played Eldrazi. One of that Spawnsire play. Yeah, my preferred deck right now is the Saheeli Commander deck, the red-blue artifact deck. My preferred deck, not my only one, but I really like artifacts as a archetype, so I like that. And it's just fun to me because I like the mass-produced things. One piece of cardboard for that trouble solved forever. No, you should not regret it. That's a smart move. In all honesty, that's one of those things where it's like, this is very valuable. Akaroma's Memorial is so good. I don't know all the cards, unfortunately, because I have not played Magic in a long while. Like, I started getting back into it when Kaldheim was a thing. I fell out, and then I came back in when New Capenna was a thing. And this was on Arenas, because I didn't want to go and spend real money on it. And imagine paying off all your college tuition with 5K, cries an American. Yeah, I know that feeling. Darksteel Forge. Oh, I know that one. Chroma's Memorial is what I used to use. Yeah. One of the guys who works at a card shop that I go to recommended Karn. I don't remember which Karn specifically, but then the something Lattice, and it turned everything into artifacts, and it says, and Karn says your opponent cannot activate the effects of artifacts. The activated effects of, yeah, the Planeswalker Karn. And it was such a stupid lock. Talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!, then Magic, while playing a Pokemon game. Yes, I am well diverse. We are diverse here. That's what it was. Mycosynth Lattice, that's what it was. Yes, that Karn Planeswalker and the Mycosynth Lattice turns everything on the field into artifacts, and when you play the Karn, Karn just says your opponent cannot activate the effects of artifacts. Their lands are now artifacts. They are officially dead. They cannot play the game anymore. He told me that, and I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to be that much of an asshole. I do want to win, and I do want to have good cards for it, but I'm not trying to make enemies here. $1996. Ooh. Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge Japanese trainer cards. Nice. Almost there. Looking at the time, I might actually beat the Elite Four, possibly. I use it as a bookmark for my Dritz books. Nice. Out of curiosity, Mindful, you said you were reading that, I think. How much did you get through? Funny enough, I actually recommended that to one of my coworkers recently. And she thought it sounded really fun.
Ooh, God. Well, I'm glad your SO was able to get that 100K in college debt. Oh, God. Saying those words make me sick. Because this country is so broken. Wahid, discuss, you defeat Pasha. Pupkin started the book just after that. Just after that. So you started... I think that's 8. Because I think Pasha Puk was finished after 7. So I think that's book 8. My Discord's not because humana. What's that, Kai?
She was talking about this.
Pokemon 2000 Black Star promo. Is that what that is, Kai? Oh. Oh.
How I got it.
Book 7, The Legacy. Yeah. You've read from 1, though? Have you read it from 1, or did you start somewhere in the middle? Not quite done yet? I started at the start. Good. Good, because that means you've gone all the way through it. It's so good. I love the series so much. Ooh, you're getting to a good part, now that I think about it. I will also have something to show you in Discord later. Okay. You can put it in the cafe or bar chat. I'll probably check at some point. If you guys are in Merca, I have to make an offer soon. Is it for waffles? Huh. Okay. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom real quick.
Hissy pissy mat latte.
I am back. What I missed? Last answer. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh man, you guys are in for a treat. God damn it. All right. I feel like I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what it
I think
was.
you should be your
No.
That's what you did.
What?
I don't know, I thought your face was like, what's wrong with this cookie?
Well, no, I was confused because that was the cookie I picked up. That was the exact cookie that I picked up. I remember the shape. That's just funny. We were talking about, I haven't read it beyond what discuss. Book I'll have something to show you in the Discord later. Oh, right. Rare. I found something super rare that I have to share. Is that to me or to everyone? Also, the Dark Paladin that I bought instead of the Starlight Zeus. Ew. Starlight Zeus, my goodness. What was that for? My dog likes to sit out of arm's range, so I can't pet him, even though he wants to be pet. And I'm just like, dog, come on. Just power.
I feel like everyone got disconnected. Nobody's talking anymore. What am I thinking about? Eating pizza? Ooh, pizza sounds good. I really shouldn't get any pizza, but pizza always sounds good. I can't get disconnected. I'm on UK Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm gonna say. Oh, I was talking about the Dritz books. I need to eat something that isn't sweet now. Do you have any of those dinner things still? The frozen dinners? Love pizza, but it definitely does something vicious to my insides. Lactose intolerant or something? Which I'm a weird type of lactose intolerant in all honesty, because I can eat cheese, ice cream, all these other things, but you give me a glass of milk and I'm just like, oh. Ooh, I always get Cajun crust pizza too. I like spicy pizza. Had a tiger bread pizza the other night. Wasn't too bad. Tiger bread? What's tiger bread pizza? That sounds interesting. We would bring back the whole meal pizzas. Whole meal. So like whole wheat then? Like whole meal, whole wheat? Same kind of thing? But something about straight milk and pizza gets me. You know what? That actually doesn't sound too bad. Like a good, a well done whole wheat pizza doesn't sound too bad, in all honesty. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to remember what whole wheat sub sandwiches are actually really good to me. Oh, okay, I get it now, I get it. I'm pizza simp, so that sounds delicious. Oh man, pizza's such a comfort food for me. It's just so expensive here. Like, I'm not super picky about pizza, but when you get it from like one of the good pizza places rather than like Little Caesars, then you got something good there, type of thing. What was it? The brain is short-circuiting again. I'm trying to think of a super picky about pizza. I mean, everyone's a little bit different with that, because for me, I've always really liked pizza. That's why I can't eat it unless it has more veggies than sauce. Which the one time we did get you that light sauce pizza, Kai, you did kind of like that, didn't you? Random mindful fact. Just said that if I ever had a last meal on death row, I'd make it a Casey's pizza. Interesting. Only cheese and tomato from places. Because if they can't do cheese and tomato right, they can't do anything right. I was able to eat 2 more slices than usual. But it didn't make your stomach super upset, didn't it? It was pretty alright.
Because I can understand why regular pizza would make you, it was okay-ish. It was a normal slice. Fair enough. Thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I've never tried it, but I'm not keen on trying it either, just because pineapple's a fruit. And specifically because it's a citrus fruit, that doesn't sound particularly appealing to me. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's good, but for me it's just one of those things I'm like, nah, not really feeling trying that. More I'm asking questions to her in person, but she's talking there so you guys aren't out of the conversation. Because I'm sitting here like waiting to hear a response, but instead she types it. I think it's more so the conversation stays in the Twitch chat with everyone else. And if I'm nowhere near my pizza. Tomato is a fruit. Yeah, tomato's weird. Tomato's weird. It's a fruit, but it's a vegetable, but it's a fruit, but it's a vegetable. I'm a gremlin in my seat, so no one talks to me unless I'm through computer. Okay. Jalapenos don't sound bad. Peppers on pizza seems alright, even though I don't care for it. It's just something about the idea of a citrus fruit, because I compare pineapple to like oranges and stuff like that, and it's just like, no. Case, pick up taste loss, no joke. Now I'm gonna eat some pico and chips. Maybe as a veggie and Pluto as a planet, damn it. I mean, oh, I love this, there's this way, how many people here play D&D? And people might already know about this particular thing, but I love this one thing. It was like, just kick the gate. Ooh, ouch. There's this one thing that I like that is like how to describe every D&D stat using a tomato. Strength is crushing a tomato. Constitution is eating a tomato. Dexterity is throwing a tomato. Intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put tomato in fruit salad. And charisma is selling a tomato-based fruit salad. It's called salsa. All in high school. I have a bunch of books for D&D. Like, I've tried to play games and stuff like that. Like, it's so hard to get something up and running and working effectively because I really want to play something, but I'm not great about Book the Dungeon Master. I wasn't invited back. Oh, I knew what you meant, Mindful. Kai didn't get it, but I knew what you meant. Which one is making love to its tomatoes? Asking for a friend. I'm not sure. You make that decision, Benny. Because I'm not sure if that would just be a low wisdom score making bad decisions, or a high charisma check being able to charm a plant. Make your choice. A good or consistent group for D&D. It's hard. It's so hard because, like, you have to find people who one, share a time frame, two, are willing to communicate like effectively for everything, and three, just be able to have fun with it and adapt to it. I could probably make a good DM, but I'm so self-conscious about it that I'm always too worried, and I take way too much time. Strength. During character, I had 3 points left over. With that, I bought a hunk of cheese and spent every turn involving the cheese, including attempting to res the mage, who is basically Megumin. Oh, I hate to say it, Shizu, but you're that character. You're that person. You gotta cut the DM some slack, and they deal with way too much shit. You gotta be working with them. You can't be doing that to the DM. Yeah, that's the caveat for it, is like you need to have a good time, but if you laugh the whole time, nothing happens, and then it dies off because nothing happens. It's so hard to get a good thing like that, because like if you what is he eating cookie dough? Okay, just not too much. Sugar's not good for him. Okay.
There's barely anything.
Brought a chair around that he stole from a bar and tries to work into every scenario. Ooh, yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, there's people who just aren't good D&D players and whatnot.
Doggo
Deserves treat. He's a good boy. Most of the time. Stop licking my hand. Stop it, boy. Stop it. Dog licks hand. Go to pet him. Lick hand. No pet. Yeah.
Not me.
But for me as like a DM, I think if people want me as a DM, you have to be okay with me taking control of your character every once in a while and telling you what your character is going to do, rather than you making every single decision. Because I've been watching Critical Role for a while, and one thing I've noticed with Matt Mercer and his DMing style is that he gives you options and stuff like that, but in the same breath, he doesn't necessarily give you absolute control. Like, he'll let you do dumb shit. He'll let you make the decisions. But he also will, he will also be like, your character feels this. Your character does this type of thing. And not even like a malicious way either, because the characters would be like that. I don't know, it's hard, because it's like, if somebody plays a character, how much are they going to play the character? Are they going to be the character, or is the character them? Because I'm guilty of the character being me more often than not, and I don't mind if people give me certain input and stuff like that, but me as a person, I always end up optimizing things a little too well, and it's a minor bit of a curse.
Is he done? I'll touch over.
Yeah, by the way, he knocked over the GameCube. Yes, he did. This morning I put it back up. Oh, you put it on the floor? So you put it on top of his stuff. Okay. I thought he knocked it over, and I was like, oh my god.
No.
Okay.
Sit down.
You're fine. We're fine.
Cookie.
Yum. Sugar.
You owe me a figurine
A little bit. What?
for that cookie.
No, I don't. I have a figurine for the model, but not for this cookie. No, screw that. I'm not a super min-maxer, but I don't like having a character that can be excluded. I like having a character that does a little bit of everything. Like, he specializes in one thing in particular, but there's never going to be a turn where it's like, I can't do anything. One of the things I thought about doing that would be kind of fun is a monk that is a Kensei monk, so they're a weapon master monk who specializes in the bow. A monk that specializes in the bow. Monks are supposed to punch shit. They're supposed to punch everything. But the idea of this particular monk is that I have this bow. I shoot you twice. I hurt. I dare you to get close. I dare you to close the gap with me. Because you're never unarmed. You may have a bow in your hand, but you can still fight in melee. You can use kicks and stuff instead. You can elbow someone. You don't have to use the bow to hit them. Your fists are lethal weapons. And I love the idea of just like having like a little dagger or something on him or something like that, and you get in close and he just pulls out the dagger and starts using karate on you and crap like that, and just like, haha, bitch. But I feel bad because like having a character that can do everything makes it so you don't really have a weakness per se. But I like to make characters like that where it's like I'm not optimizing it because I'm using a bow. I cannot punch someone 4 times in a turn with a bow. I will shoot someone twice at most. And then that's it. He has talked way more than I have now. Well, I'm also doing a stream that's supposed to be talking. And we're on topics I like. But one of the biggest things that I always want, and it's hard because like it has to be a not forgiving DM, but a flexible DM. I want to make a warlock Pact of the Fiend. Read out dialogue, and heavy dialogue at that. Yeah. There's a warlock I want to make that uses default moves. Treasure Hump's not good. Electric instead of fire. Because like a Pact of the Fiend is supposed to be like fire, hell, burning devils. And I don't want to do that. I want to have electricity. I want a fireball that does electric damage rather than fire damage. Fireball is just the better spell between the two. And I just wanted to do electric damage instead. Because I like the thematic of using electrical damage instead of fire. Like, everything burns. Yeah, that's easy enough. But what if you've fried it? I also enjoy Druid, Monks, and Barbarians. I like Warlock, even though I have not played one to effectiveness yet, or anything like that. Warlock, I like to say, is just the magical fighter. Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. And then you go to fighter. Attack, 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 attack. That's kind of how I look at it. The one downside to Warlocks, in my opinion, is the fact that the Warlocks' spell slots are rather limited, especially early on. I think that's the one thing I dislike. Because I'm doing Eldritch Blast 90% of the time, like level 1 through 4. Or even like 2 to 6 in some cases. And then you start getting some more interesting things. But trade it for sweet cantrips. Yeah. One thing I have thought, or one thing that has kind of changed though, is I used to not like fighter at all. So I thought, why would you pick a fighter over anything else in the game? Like, there's better tanks, there's better this, there's better that. 5e, 5th edition fighters are very interesting. Like, you can make a very vanilla fighter if you so wish, and they're still rather interesting because they get so many feats. They just get stat bonuses and feats, and like, that's where their diversity comes in. You can be a fighter and then become a very, very, very pseudo spellcaster. Like, just in the middle of the campaign, you can just be like, by the way, I now know cantrips in one spell. That's amazing. Oh, what? Why did it zoom in on my character's face? I thought I was about to see like a shiny Pokemon or something. I was like, what? But the fighters actually have a lot more interesting stuff because of all the subclasses and stuff like that. And they're the only one that can attack 4 times in a turn. Sorry, 8 times in a turn. So you can action surge. Like, fighters are just good now. And I like that. And the fighters even can be like pseudo monks as well, because you can get an unarmed strike fighting style with it, which converts all of your unarmed strikes to 1d6 damage, and that's awesome. Because then you could be a fighter with all the stat bonuses, all the fighter features and stuff like that, but you don't need a sword. You can just punch someone instead. Actually, I want to talk about this because this is one kind of thing I thought would be real fun to do to people. I want to make a fighter warlock multi-class. You don't go very far into the warlock, maybe up to 2 at most, just so you can get those nice little eldritch invocations. But your primary stat is strength. Okay, primary stat is strength. Secondary stat or tertiary stat is going to be charisma. And then you flow out all the rest of it however you want for your character, but you need that and that in order to make it work. The strength and the charisma in order to make it work so you can multi-class into both. Much of a basic bitch. I like to dip into multi-classing just for a few things, and Warlock is one of the really, really good ones to do that. So here's how it's supposed to work. You play a fighter, but you have some magic. But my fighter is not the typical fighter. He's a grappler. And what you do, you pick out someone you don't want to allow to play. You just say, that guy right there is not going to have a good time. Or the guy in front of me is not going to have a good time. And you say strength or dexterity, depending on the look of the character, when you hex them. And now they have disadvantage on all ability checks. Grappling involves ability checks, contested ability checks. So you versus them. You attempt to grapple them, and you roll your strength. Now they have to roll disadvantage in either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. Cool. That's fine. Whatever you look like, if you look like a thin dude, I'm going to say dexterity, so now you're less dexterous. If you look like a big dude, I'm going to say strength, I'm stronger than you now. Let's go. And then after you grapple them, the fighter, because they have unarmed fighting as a fighting style, you grapple someone and you just start beating them down. You just take it and you say, you do not get to leave until I say so. And you just go to town on this dude. And then, when you either beat them to death, or they just get knocked out, or whatever you're trying to do, you take that hex and you put it on the next guy you're going to go to, and you just proceed to beat him down too. Like, you're not going to be super assisting to the team, but you're going to pick something out in this fight, and it is not going to have a good time. Struggle hug. Yeah, more like, hey, here's this headlock. Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself? But that sounds like such a fun thing to do, though. Because that's a duelist type that's so dumb. That is just, hey, by the way, you know that's that thing right there, that thing that's going to cause us a problem, that humanoid-looking thing? No. We're going to go and we're going to take it down. Just solo. And it's not going to get to move because it's grappled. And then there is a feat called Grappler, I believe. I think it gives you the ability to pin someone. So it goes from being grappled to restrained. I don't know if that means you are both restrained or not. Or something like that, but... Oh, wait, no, I see why that would work now. If you're both restrained, you may be at 0 and your attacks may be at disadvantage, but you're attacking somebody who has disadvantage as well. And I think you get advantage on restrained. Oh, but either way, the idea is still just like take them, pin them, they don't move, proceed to beat them to death with your bare fist, because that's fun. I've thought about like how to make a grapple monk rather than a dex monk, but no matter what you do, every time I think about it, I'm like, why would you pick strength over dexterity? Because you pick dexterity and then you go into wisdom, so your AC is really, really high. And then you have con, so that way you can take a hit, and then it's like, oh, I'm a tank now, but you can do damage with dex instead, so why would you pick strength? So, thinking about it, I was like, well, how do you make a grappler then? And then fighters got their unarmed attacking, and I was like, oh, okay, that puts it closer because fighters use strength, not dex, so that's nice. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, how do you make grapples more consistent? Because it turns into a contested check. It's like, yes, you can max out on athletics and stuff like that and become very good at it. But how do you prevent someone from breaking that grapple? And then I read Hex one day, and I thought about it, and I was like, wait, that says ability checks. Grappling someone is an ability check to break out of it. That's kind of stupid. It makes me wonder how much a DM would hate me if I chose these builds type of thing, because they sound like really, really fun builds. Really good builds, in theory. Like, I don't know how well they would do in practice, but in theory, they sound incredibly fun. Like, you just pick something, and you be annoying with the fighter, or you pick the monk idea, and you be a bowman, and you're like, I may not do a lot of damage, but what are you gonna do? Punch me? It's like, you don't get in a fist fight with a monk, but the monk is picking us off. We must get in close. You don't fist fight a monk. You just don't. Screw it. This. There's literally no point in holding the elixirs, and just help stay out and grind longer. I'm turning that off. I'm gonna stop looking at the viewer count. I'm not gonna worry about it. I get too hung up on it. It says 1, that doesn't mean there's only 1 here. Took that drink of water. Quit shrimping. Ah, dang it. You do all of them at once. Oh! And then a puffer fish on top of that. Oh. Okay. Sitting up, stretched, and drank water. I am good. Oh. I just realized I said that at the same time as the text-to-speech. I didn't even notice you did text-to-speech there. I just saw "oh" and I was like, "oh." Out of curiosity, and I probably shouldn't ask this question, but I'm going to anyway. How many people does it say are watching right now, Mindful? One? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I had a lot of people early on instead of at the end. It's usually like the other way around, but that's fine. I got a subscriber today. Oh, wow, I just realized I've hit all 3 of my milestones now. Because I wanted 5 subscribers, which Vinny did the last one. I had 100 followers, so I hit that. And then I hit 250 followers on Twitter. I've actually hit all of them. Jeez, I just realized that. They're not particularly high goals, but I'm still here. I don't know if it counts mods. That's one thing about it. I guess I should make a post about that. Maybe later today. Well, no. When I get off, it'll be like 9. No point in throwing it out then. But like tomorrow, I'll probably say something along the lines of I've reached all the goals.
I am the one, don't weigh a ton, don't need a gun to get respect up on the streets.
Happy. Things are not going fast, but I'm progressing, which is better than most cases, so I'm happy with that. Oh, almost there. Oh. About an hour. I think after I have everyone hit level 60, if I still have some time, I'll just go into the underground and dig around a bit for stuff. Because I'll probably have like... Oh, wow. I didn't even move a step, and there's another one already. This is why I hate Zubat line. Just killed a Golbat, didn't even take a step. Golbat. I haven't been paying attention to the game at all. I barely pay attention to what's being streamed. Sometimes it's weird. No, I can kind of understand that. This one wasn't supposed to be like super focused on the game per se. It's more of I'm doing something and I'm just gonna kind of talk with people. But yeah, I mean, it happens with me sometimes too. It kind of depends, because sometimes it's the game, sometimes it's the streamer. Depends on who you go to. A lot of time, like I'll lurk in Kaikos and stuff like that because I may not care for the game as much, but I like listening to Kaiko talk sometimes. I'm weird like that, where I just like hearing people talk. But that's because I have a very big thing of I cannot stand silence, and I do not do well, particularly alone. So I tend to try to fill that gap with either people talking, or music, or game, or something. Usually it's a video with someone talking and stuff like that. Like recently it was all the Critical Role stuff, which are like 4-hour long streams, and that's what I filled up my last like 4 days with, was just Critical Role in my ear while I'm doing something else. Still like listening to Critical Role a bit, just not super closely until something interesting is happening and I hear it happening. I watch streams only for the streamers. Sometimes the content is a bonus to that. Fair enough. My type of thing is the content has to be something I'm interested in, but then I also have to like the streamer. So it's like a dual thing. Like if I'm watching someone, that means I like both what you're doing and who you are. Because someone I stumbled upon is called Lalia Umaru. She's not a Seiso streamer at all. Oh, you're smoking? Still here? Okay. She's not a Seiso streamer at all, but she's fun to listen to because she's very silly, and then she's playing just a variety of things. Her most recent thing that she's been playing is Evil Within, the first one. And I know that game. I watched Mark play it, and because she's playing it now and I already know what the game is, I was kind of like, ooh, interesting. Mostly I was just kind of listening, but I kept popping over to see where she was and what was happening and things like that. Oh, I'm not going to swap to laptop. That's fine. Go ahead. I just popped over to Twitter real quick just to see if anything new was happening while all that was going on. And I saw some of what you were talking to Tofu about, and yeah, funny enough, a lot of people who are VTubers and stuff like that tend to be self-conscious a lot. Even myself, like, I try not to be abrasive or anything like that, but I am very much someone who does not tolerate stupid at all. And something that has been going on right now with my whole job situation is I'm actually considering maybe trying to become a higher up, just a shift leader type thing, because you get paid $5 more an hour. That's kind of significant. And I would make quite a bit to actually be able to save up and everything. I just get nervous because I already know that if I'm a shift, you're either going to love me or you're going to hate me, because I'll work with you. I don't mind that. I don't mind it. We just need to get things done. I know people are people and that. But if you were to tell me, like, I'm not going to do that when I really need you to do that, I'm not going to be nice. Because, like, I tried the nice way and you said no. So now I'm going to do it the superior way and make you do it. That's why I'm like, people either love me or hate me, and I don't know if I'm really ready to do that. And at the same time,
What? Who are you watching? Oh, you're watching Junk? Is he playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Duelist of the Rose, okay. Junkrat is a VTuber now. Oh, that was so funny when Kai showed me that VTuber. There's a VTuber called Junk. Dude kind of has like a 80s aesthetic with his character and stuff like that. He sounds like Junkrat from Overwatch, and he plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, and it's so funny listening to him because he's got that chaos energy that Junkrat has. And then you just mix in Yu-Gi-Oh! And you get this weird mix. Actually time. Yeah. Unless it puts you in danger, just do what you're told until shit gets done. And then if there's an issue, you can take care of it when there's actually time. Yeah, it's... Because my whole perception of higher-ups is I'll do what you tell me unless I think it is literally that bad of an idea. In which case, I will voice my opinion, and if you still tell me to go do it, I'll go do it, but at your expense type of deal. It doesn't usually happen that way. When work's to be done or customers waiting just makes things worse, yeah. But, like, Starbucks tries to have a culture of understanding and stuff like that. And I hate to say it, but sometimes it's understanding that this person is stupid and doesn't know how to do their freaking job. One guy I worked with recently, not even from my store, he's not a bad dude. Not a bad dude at all. But my effing lord. This guy cannot do anything fast. He is slow. He does not do change fast. Apparently, according to one of his coworkers who was working with him on Window, it took him 2 minutes to count out change. 2 minutes. Something I do in less than 10 seconds sometimes. Because, oh my god, you grab a couple dollars, you grab a couple coins, you hand it out the window, you're done. Took him 2 minutes to do that. And like, I wasn't there for that, but I can believe it just because of working with him. You get something done. Yeah. I'm probably overthinking it, and it probably wouldn't be the case because I'm not an asshole to people. I really don't want to be. Like, that's just how you make problems. And the only time there has ever been a point where people are like, holy shit, I've never seen him like this, was when there was one particular employee no one liked. She didn't do her job well. She acted like she knew better than the manager of the store. And when I started to lose it working with her, people would move me away from her. And then one night, they asked, we've never seen you like this. Do you even like her? And my very first response in an instant was no. No, there's a limit to that. And they crossed that limit very, very, very quickly. She was fired within a week. Because when my store manager told her, you need to leave because you're getting in trouble and you need to go now because you're like getting written up and stuff like that, she goes, you can't tell me what to do, you're not my manager. That's what she said to the manager of that store. She said, you don't have the authority to do that because you are not my manager. And it's like, honey, do you know how jobs work? Do you know how that works? Because it doesn't sound like you do. Sorry, Shizu, I'm on a rant. Welcome back. But like I was saying, though, I'm probably overthinking it. I probably wouldn't end up being like that. I'd probably be one of the better shifts people do like. Hey, everyone's level 60. Looks like the next, like,
45 minutes is just going to be in the underground. Not that. This. Underground. Internet. Yes. Like to save your adventure so far? Yes. Not saving your Pokemon adventure, don't turn off the power. Oh. I may be streaming tomorrow just because I didn't do it on Tuesday like I was thinking of doing. Where am I? Nope. That's not it. There we go. I'm in the middle zone. Ah. Just the more I think about it, the more I think I should do it, though. Which probably means I should do it, because I get very, very good beneficial things out of it. One, I'm no longer the lowest rung on the ladder. Two, I can probably keep things moving well. There's one. It's probably over here. I was wrong. Oh, it makes me wonder, actually, now that I like came down into this underground and stuff like that. This is like the grindy area of Diamond and Pearl. So I kind of wonder what Scarlet Violet's grindy part is going to be like. Not to say that that's bad, it's just like this is the part where it's like you play this on hours and hours and hours. Sword and Shield, it was the Dynamax dens. You could spend a lot of time doing the Dynamax dens and still have like a lot left over to do. So it makes me wonder, is like, they still have the raids, which are the, I cannot say it, Terrestrialize thing for the Pokemon, where like they have those kind of raids and stuff like that. So maybe that'll be the kind of like raidy part, but like it's more open world than traditional Pokemon. Although this is probably what traditional Pokemon is going to be pretty soon, which in my opinion is fantastic. Oh, I found Lord Helix. Oh my god.
3. And there's a lot of rock. And the very first spot is just... Hey, I found 2. Oh, the other thing that's actually going to be nice about that is this time, when I play Scarlet and Violet, I will now actually have internet during playing the game, so I'll actually be able to use the online features of the game and such as I'm playing. Because when I played Sword and Shield, I didn't have it, so I couldn't do raids with people. I couldn't do a lot of things, actually. Well, I couldn't do it for fun, because I would be missing out on a lot. Oh, I almost got it. But now that I will have the internet and stuff like that, 2 things will happen. 1, I'll be able to do raids with people, and 2, when there's DLC, because there will be DLC, I'm actually going to get it, and I'll be able to use it with friends and everything. So that's going to be nice to have that. Because actually thinking about it, when I didn't have internet for the Sword and Shield, I couldn't do any of the higher raids because NPCs are stupid on a level that is like unexplainably bad. Stupid AI for that. And I feel like that's kind of how they forced you to get the online thing. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was like an unintentional thing that they had. But you couldn't do any like 4 stars reliably, and you couldn't do any 5 stars at all. Which is where all the good stuff is. Oh my god. Oh, that's not where I wanted to click. Found it though. Between the hammer and the slightly bigger hammer there. One's a pick and one's a hammer. If you look at the top, when you use the red hammer, it deals more wall damage. It has a bigger area. It hits the it's a cross where it hits the center tile and the 2 adjacent tiles. And then it weakens it by half for the ones diagonal to the center hit. I'll explain on the next wall piece. Okay. So, when you use the pick, when you hit the center spot, you clear out this 1 level, and these all get reduced by half. When you use the hammer, and you hit it, you clear out... Sorry, you clear out a cross-section, and you weaken these 2 by half. So, if you're clever with where you hit it, you can make the most use out of it, and clear out more than 1 spot in a go. So because this one right here has one layer and this has half a layer, if I hit here, I clear it. And then the other thing you need to worry about is if you look up here right next to the hammer, this part up there, that is wall damage. When the wall damage goes all the way across, if you look now, you see it's moving. If it goes all the way across, then the wall collapses and you lose out on any other what was I going to say? Any other items that are in the wall. Oh, and the other hammer you're seeing is somebody is digging next to me right now. There's one more thing. Yes, clear it further for me. I don't think I can get that. Nope. Almost, though. If I had one more hit. Never played past Gen 3, so this is new to me. Yeah, this is, you gotta keep in mind, all of this was made for touchscreen in mind originally. So what it would be is, when you go into this underground section, you'll tap the screen and it'll do that. Which is a ping to look for the stuff in the walls. I want to go down. And when you do that and you find something, you go in there and you get to choose the particular tool you want to use. Looked it up in my Lugia card is at market value of $800. Unfortunately, that's probably near mint, so you're probably going to have to look for the cheaper ones. Still probably worth a pretty penny, though. Still. I mean, it's a collector thing. Collector cards are worth just as much, if not more, than competitive cards. First ever cards. I understand that. I try not to have any more sentimental value for cards just because I lost out on so much money because I held onto a card thinking, oh, it'll be good and I'll be able to sell it later after I make the deck. Turns out the card was crap. Everyone hyped it up. And I had a, like, $80 card that I couldn't sell after because it was useless. And I just felt like an absolute idiot. So I try not to build connections with cards. Especially money cards. I try to be like, I don't care if I have it, I want to sell it. It's a Black Star promo. Yeah. Ooh, Star Piece. Here we go. The old one won't ever be printed again. Yeah. Yeah. Because it came out with a VHS movie that is not made anymore. And then on top of that, it is a unique card for the time. Got a crease in it. Comic books have a very fun value market because of how unstable it is. That's the fun thing looking at.
got a crease in it, and unfortunately I think it has some fraying as well. It's not in great condition. But collectors would still be willing to buy some not as maintained cards if it's that hard to come by. It's probably here. Nope. Still heavily damaged, was selling for 80-ish, which, yeah, that's still a pretty penny for that. I'm not going to force you to sell it. I'm not going to tell you to sell it either. That's going to be your decision, because that's your card from way back in the day. Yeah, no, that makes sense, Mindful. That's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What's the market like? We don't know, because Konami doesn't care. So it could be anything. Secondhand market is bonkers, yeah. It's funny because Kai likes opening card packs. I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I think it's fun to do those type of things. But I told her specifically, if we pull a big money card, we are not keeping it. Like, Magic has some of those really, really, really good alternate arts that don't get printed a lot. And I'm like, if we pull that, we're not keeping it. It is going away. And that's only because those cards' value may fluctuate a bit. And if they're worth hundreds at that point in time, I'm like, I would rather have that card be sold for the hundreds. Cafe chat. Oh my god. Oh my god, where's the other things? Oh my god. There it is. If you ever get a shiny Lilip, I need. Well, I should probably go start, how many do I have, actually? I have 3 Root fossils and 3 Helix fossils. I know you like the prehistoric plant. I liked Anorith a lot, actually. I used to hate it, but I don't know why I love it so much. I used to hate Quagsire, but for some reason I like it now. I think the... I think it's because I've just grown to kind of like derpy Pokemon. Nothing upsets me more than the very first hit being on that unbreakable stone shit. I got a plate. Oh my god, I'm not getting whatever. Dang it. I'm back. Can I come bearing gifts? gifts. What? Spooky plate. Curious, actually. No, it doesn't say it. When you pick up the plates over in the overworld, it'll give you like a little tidbit of what Arceus did to make everything, essentially. Oh, found it already. That's good. My kitchen counter. Some brownies. What's this? Oh! I know what this is. I need it. I found an odd keystone. Why does everyone have brownies but me? Did you make them? That might be why. So how in the fuck does this work? White item that is needed to keep a stone tower from collapsing. Voices can be heard from it occasionally. You don't even have the stuff to make them properly. That's unfortunate. Oy. When I get money, I'll buy some. You bought some cosmic brownies and they're the greatest. I can't agree more. They're so good for no reason. Yo, where's the items? There's one. Wait, what is this? What is that? I don't know what that thing is. That's weird. What is this? That's a moonstone? All the other stones are so large. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, 4. Ooh. Nice. Hey, got them all. Nice. That's probably one thing I really liked about this game is that when you got, like, all the different stones and stuff like that, you actually felt like you found something. Like you got lucky and you managed to dig up something good. Oh, damn it. There it is. Oh, I think it's funny. Kai pointed out something to me when the Scarlet Violet trailer was going on, and It's like Pokemon Company really paid attention to the fans because when they heard they loved Piers, they just made everyone Piers. And she's not wrong. She's not wrong. I really want this. Oh, for the subscription? Just put it on yours. You have extra slots? I mean, that's the easy way to get it for free. What? No. Hi, that's just throwing money at Twitch. Plant fossil. Tier 300 bits. Thank you.
Mattel 7 Snk, Mattel 7 Snk, Mattel 7 Snk.
The tail 7 snick. Snick, snick, snick. She did say shiny specifically, just by the way, Shizu, just so you know. She probably still wouldn't mind. I do have one if she just wants one, but it's like, she's looking for the shiny plant. That emote is my pride and joy. It's a good emote, though. Like, all honesty, like, it really is good. The prince is trying to catch me. I need to run. Oh, I just thought of something, Kai. That's not your pride and joy. Your pride and joy would be that emote moving. It slithers. I just thought how funny that would look to have like the Katamari ball chasing it. Oh, somebody got the... Somebody got that last Diglett to make everything... Ooh, there it is. Oh, was there 4? Oh, I'm not finding that last one. Watch me right here. No? How about here? Nope. You don't know how you would make it move. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. It doesn't have to be like a super smooth one. Is anyone else streaming right now, Kai? I don't want to check because my audio will pick up. hate it when that happens. Hey, found it. Nice. Bug. Huh?
Oh, I can do it.
Oh. What's he doing? Ah. Wow. I was gonna say, watch me find that box immediately and then not find anything else. Did you say there were 4 things in here too? Jeez. 1. Yep, I wasn't gonna find any of those. Oh, something about this one that's a little different from the original that I kind of wish got fixed up just a little bit. In the original, when you were doing the digging thing, if you remember when I showed you those like half hits, when they had the cracks in it, these cracks used to be positioned in a way that if anything not colored as the background was back there, you could see it. And I would abuse that to get as much as possible while playing this. Because technically right there you can see it, like at the center of that there's a little bit of pink, at the center of that there isn't. But I would abuse the crap out of that little tiny thing to get as many as possible. Oh, it's funny. I don't remember who I was getting in the conversation with, but when I was talking to someone about the whole having all of the Pokemon in Scarlet Violet, there were some people who were asking and saying like, well, what about this Pokemon? Or did I find it? Oh, here it is. Oh, they're like this one or this bad one or this bad one. And then I'm like, yeah, I think I would be willing to take those few bad ones with it and stuff like that. And there was a Pokemon that came through and I totally forgot about it. It at least wasn't as bad as Komala, where it's literally so forgetful because it's useless. There's a Pokemon called Bruxish, and it is a mess of a Pokemon visually, but mechanically it's actually not too bad, because it does have, I think, a unique ability called Wonder Skin, and it literally says if it's not a damaging move, it has a 50% chance to hit me, just automatically. Which isn't so bad if somebody's using like status moves a lot. Because then let's say someone's trying to use Toxic. Well, that Toxic now has a 50% chance to hit. Let's say somebody's trying to use Trap or something like that. Well, that now has a 50% chance to hit. So it's not too bad, but it's so ugly. It's so ugly. Like, I don't like Jinx. I don't think Jinx is a good Pokemon design. But Jinx looks like a good Pokemon design compared to this thing. It that bad. I got like 10 minutes. Funny enough, thinking back on it, I think the one thing that would have made the underground like the perfect thing for Diamond and Pearl is if you could hatch eggs in the underground, because there's so much space to run. Although I do remember there were some I hate you, game. There were some points in the Pokemon history where unintentionally Konami made like really good breeding ground for Pokemon, because you have to walk the Pokemon to have them hatch. And I think Black and White was the first one to actually do it, where in the main, like, I guess you could call it like the capital city or the big city of the particular region, because they were going out with a bunch of 3D stuff and things like that, it was a big circle, which, by the way, I adore that design. I thought that was beautifully done and everything. But that big circle, there's exactly one lane in the center of it that had no obstructions at all. So if you held left or right on that exact route, you would never run into anyone, and you could run forever. Well, I've done this, and I know other people have done this. When they found that out, they made use of the fact that the oh, there's 4. That the little
3DS. Oh, what would you call it? The little circle pad right there could be wedged into position so it just went horizontal forever. So you could literally drop, walk away, and hatch Pokemon. Which to me sounded amazing, because I definitely did that once or twice where I would take a penny and get it underneath the little circle pad. Not far or anything like that. Not so much that it could possibly cause damage, but just enough that it would hold it in place and it won't let it leave, so you just run in a circle forever. And thus, the trend of that started to come from that point forward. I think in Omega and Oras, so Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, I believe there is a point where the resort is an infinite loop as well. Like, you just hold up or down. And when you do that, it'll go infinite. And it will just keep going in the circle. I'm not going to find this other piece, am I? Nope, I'm not going to find it. And it was interesting because the idea was the island is a big circle, but the camera rotates. Which is a very, very interesting idea. So what it was is when you reach like a certain end of the beach, the whole camera changes, and then you just start going the way that you are holding. And it was funny because, like, I think you held down or something like that, and when you hit this point where you will go into the loop, the camera would shift, it would change which direction down was, and then because of that, you would turn and then continue to go down. So you just had this loop, this infinite circle of steps that you could use to hatch Pokemon. And once again, it was one of those things where it's like you could theoretically wedge like a small something or have something hold it in place, and you could just walk away. And then you would have all of the benefit of hatching the egg without having to sit there and hatch the egg. There we go. All right, it's just about to hit 9. I think we're good. I will save here. Call that it for today, and I will see you all probably tomorrow. I think that would probably be a good idea to do that since I didn't stream on Tuesday like I said I would. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, until next time, I'll see you all later. Good night.